You. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. So it's actually official. Shakur Stevenson versus Frank Martin is going down. I think it said November 16th, if I'm not mistaken. It's going down November 16th, which is kind of right around the corner, a couple months from now. By the time we get deep into football season or halfway through football season, we should be looking forward to this fight on a Saturday night. But anyway, this definitely is one of these situations that I'll be talking about. That cross the street shit is a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit. Just think about this. I want y'all to think about this real quick. Now, this is not really a fight we've been asking for. Let's just keep it a bean pie, right? I think maybe they got into it a little bit. It wasn't nothing too crazy, like online and shit like that. And this was probably a little minute ago. But for whatever reason, PBC, they've been building this guy. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to build him under demand down promotions and stuff like that. They throwing his ass right in the fire with Shakur Stevenson, a pound for pound candidate. Throwing him right in the fire. Now, one can say, are they punishing Earl Spence and are they out to destroy Earl Spence? You know, this is the only real fighter that he has under his promotional company. You know, you would think that maybe they would want to build him a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Frank Martin is what, 18-0? You know what I mean? You would think that they would want to build him, maybe get him a couple more fights, but they throwing his ass right in the fire. You know what I'm saying? With a hellified opponent. Now, I understand he's been wanting these top guys, so maybe that's what he wants. But I'm just going to go in conspiracy mode real quick. I think these people might have really been upset that Spence stood on business and took that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? With Crawford. I think the powers that be. I'm getting in conspiracy mode real quick. I think the powers that be was upset that Earl making that fight because they wanted Earl to do something else. And though they said you got control of your career and all this other shit, so do they. So do they. Okay? Some people want to say that Earl wasn't looking right and this, that, and the third. What I will say is about that, you know, it is what it is. Fight over now. Earl looked at a little, you know, he looked at a little, he may either been weight drained or, you know, I don't know what that nigga was on. You know what I'm saying? But he really didn't look like he had any power in his punches, anything. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he had nothing left, man. I never seen Earl get dealt like that. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Earl get hit with some good shots, get wobbled here and there. But, I mean, the way Bud did him, man, that shit was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Bud made him look like a lightweight out there. But Bud been making a lot of niggas look like lightweights. You know what I mean? So, you know, it just kind of is what it is. But, Spence, it really felt like Spence watching that fight. He didn't have no power. He just doesn't have shit. And then, you know, Bud did catch him with a little shot on the side of the ear. You know what I mean? Probably knocked off his equilibriums and shit like that. But, you know, Spence a dog. He gonna, you know, that fight could have got stopped way before the 9th round. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole fact. That fight could have been got stopped. Probably the 6th round. They could have waved it off. You know what I'm saying? Threw in the towel kind of shit. But it is what it is. But at the end of the day, what I will say is that, you know, maybe they could be punishing Earl, you know what I'm saying? And trying to bring his ass all the way down. They know that, you know, man, if Earl come in the way he came in, he may not just be able to fuck with Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? So let's just cash out on all this shit all together while we can. And they could be doing some shit like that behind the scenes. You know what I mean? You hearing that he might be splitting with, I mean, I'm not getting into that, man. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. But you hear rumors of Earl splitting with Derek James and shit like that. It is what it is. But like I said, the cross the street shit is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo at the end of the day because they made this fight. This ain't Tank Davis versus Shakur. This ain't Eastside Cruz versus Shakur. Like, this is not really a fight that people really want to see like that. Let's just keep it all the way a bean pot. Now the hood want to see this fight. You know what I'm saying? The hood want to see this fight right here. This fight is for the block. You know what I'm saying? This is for the hood right here. You know what I mean? So we gonna appreciate the fuck out of this fight. Point blank. Period. Both of these dudes is young. Shakur is young, trying to prove himself. And Frank Martin is trying to make a name for himself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure he wanna do his thing. He done seen what happened with Earl and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying? He like, nah, fuck that. I wanna be in this moment. I'm pretty sure he was at the fight and seen the atmosphere, and he wanna be a part of that. You know what I mean? And this is gonna be his moment right here. You know what I'm saying? This is Frank Martin's moment right here. It's either he gonna rise or he gonna shine, but PBC and TGB promotions threw this nigga from the grease into the frying pan. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. I mean, it is what it is. They done threw this nigga from the grease into the frying pan on a whole ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I mean? So, a part of my conspiracy, I'm kind of conspiracy a little bit when it comes down to them making this fight this fast. It's like, damn, like this ain't even really a fight. We really been asking for it like that to keep it a bean pot. I mean, you got this other nigga walking around. What's it? De La Cruz or De La whatever the fuck the dude name is. This nigga running around here stalking Shakur Stevenson. Know what I'm saying? But they ain't making that fight. You know what I'm saying? This man really want the smoke. I've only heard Frank Martin really call out a nigga maybe once. This nigga De La Santos and shit running around this bitch. Pulling up, you know what I'm saying, in Jersey and shit. Like this nigga calling him out on Twitter. He don't got no smoke. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a bean pot. The nigga he don't have no smoke for Tank like that, and he don't have no smoke for this Santos nigga. This Santos nigga is an irritant, you know what I'm saying? The way he is with Devin Haney, ready to jump on Devin Haney ass, that's how Santos is when it comes to Shakur. You know what I'm saying? He waiting. He just jumping on Shakur ass at any point he can. You know what I'm saying? Let that man know what's up. I'm trying to get that smoke. You know what I mean? No smoke there. But there's some other opponents, man, that I thought that I would have liked to see Shakur fight. I would have liked to see him got in there with Jermaine Ortiz, seeing that Jermaine Ortiz, people did think that he actually did beat Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see that fight. This Santos character, we already know Cruz ducking. We know Zepeda and them niggas is probably, ducking. You know what I mean? But, you had Tank out there. You know what I'm saying? Cambosa told you, hey, fam, Tank out there. You know what I mean? You can call him out. You know what I mean? That's the one thing. Niggas don't want no problems with the silverback gorilla. There is no one gorilla. You know what I'm saying? That boy Tank. You know what I mean? Niggas don't be really in a rush like that. You know what I mean? I think both parties really respect each other, and they both not really in a rush. They just know that fight is going to be there. It is what it is. But, right now, like I said, Tank was getting out of jail. I would like to see Tank get him a little tune up. The Cruz fight, I really don't have a problem with it. Even though I kind of do got a problem with it, I'm going to keep it a bean pie. But, like I said, it's his first fight out. Let him go ahead and cap the year off. Man gave us 3 fights this year. And, if he does end up fighting later on this year. But, so I don't got a problem with the Cruz fight. I'm going to keep it a bean pie with y'all. We know Devin is not going to fight Tank at 135 right now. Maybe he'll come back down to defend his titles. But, if he already vacating the WBC, then, he's pretty much, he's probably just moving up to 140. Even though, he says something different. But, whatever. It is what it is when it comes to Devin. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man, I like this fight. You know what I'm saying? I like this fight. This fight got made very quickly. I'm pretty sure both parties agreed on the split, stuff like that. They actually did fair business. I hope Shakur is not, giving that man 25% though. You know what I'm saying? I hope that he's not fighting for 25%. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going to keep it a bean pie with you. All right. So it looks like would have been entitled to 60% of the winning bid because he is okay. It's okay. So it's a 60-40. So they doing square business. You know what I'm saying? They doing square business. And you got to salute to TGB Promotions and Top Rank Promotions doing square business. So this shit about PBC hate Top Rank hate PBC, all Top Rank fighters be beating up on PBC fighters and all the bullshit, all the fucking dumbass mumbo jumbo. These niggas serve up each other at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this could be a whole play to destroy Earl Spence. I'm going to keep it a bean pie. You know what I'm saying? Like that moment that they showed with Earl Spence in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? Like with his son and shit like that. I just thought that, damn, that's hell of embarrassing. You know what I mean? Why would y'all put that up there? Y'all could have just left it at, the man belongs to y'all promotional company. Y'all ain't have to edit shit out like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have just made it seem like, but it was like they wanted to stick it to Earl almost like they really wanted to embarrass dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably really didn't want them niggas to make that fight. And Earl stood 10 toes down. That's why I don't jump up on here and talk shit about Earl. The one thing, when I knew Earl was going to lose that fight, was the fact that he kept bringing up the fact that he was the reason why the fight got made. I'm like, all right, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But usually, sometimes when it's like that, it's like a nigga's like, he want to let it be known that I'm probably not going to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm struggling already to get down to this weight. You know what I mean? But I'm the reason why this shit happened. I had to sit out 16 months to make sure that we got this fight made. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that. You was able to pick up another fight. I wasn't. So, you should be thanking me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day for making this fight. And they did. And as you seen after the fight, you seen Crawford tell that man in his face, Crawford to me to seem like that nigga don't lie. He ain't no capping ass nigga. He ain't no I'm just doing it for the camera ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He really walked up to that man, looked that man in his face, and thanked that man and told that man, listen, if it wasn't for you, the fight wouldn't have got made. So he solidified that fight. You know what I'm saying? He solidified that Earl Spence was the reason why the fight happened. So you got to tip your cap off to him. But to the powers that be, they want to crush that nigga, man. Throwing his fighter in there with Shakur like this, yeah, they want to crush that nigga Earl, bro. You know what I'm saying? Him going renegade and not listening and shit like that, yeah, they trying to crush him and destroy him. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for Earl. Do I think he'll win the rematch? No. Do I think it'll be a better fight? Yes. Yes, I do. Because I really do believe Earl was damn near weight drained, bro. That man looked like he had no power, nothing. I mean, this is after the fight now. We can be honest. I mean, this nigga Earl looked like he had no power in his punch. He had nothing for Bud, bro. Absolutely nothing for him. And even when he landed shots, bro, it was just like them shits was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Usually Earl got a little bit more, he got a little bit more pop in his punch. He didn't have shit that night. So do I think the rematch will be a little bit better? Yes, I do. I truly believe that in my heart. You ain't gonna see Earl get whooped on like that. You know what I'm saying? If he get whooped on like that again, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Bud really the illest nigga in Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to prove that again. You know what I'm saying? And beat that man down like that again. Goddamn. You know what I mean? But anyway, as far as this particular fight goes, man, I do like the fight. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you. I like the fight. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I think Frank Martin is gonna give him some problems, yo. I really do. I believe Frank Martin is gonna give Shakur some serious heat. You know what I mean? Would I favor Shakur? Yeah, I would favor Shakur. But Frank Martin is a live dog. You know what I'm saying? He's a live underdog. To me, in my personal opinion, I think he's a live underdog. You know what I'm saying? His grit, his will to want it, and this is his time to shine. This is more Shakur Stevenson to keep, for him to win another title, obviously. But this is more about Frank Martin and his time to shine. He wanted these names, and now he got one. You know what I'm saying? He actually got one. Just being in position at the end of the day. And he's about to get his opportunity. So this man going to be a live dog. You know what I mean? He's going to be a live dog. I would favor Shakur to win. But you never know in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He coming to get some get back. You know what I'm saying? You know Frank Martin coming through to get some get back. You know how him and Shakur, Bud and Shakur, real close. Frank Martin and Earl are really close. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting to see how this one plays out. Very interesting to see if Bud and motherfucking Spence actually show up to the fight, which I think they will. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll be there, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's going to be there to support Shakur and Bud. And then, of course, Earl Spence is going to be there to support Frank Martin. You know what I mean? And they can cross-promote the fight again. And, like I said, yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a hell of an event. It's going to be a hell of an event. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day one. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure you niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.